Hello guys, welcome back to Codemy. My name is Shri Bhagwat. First of all, a very happy new year to all my subscribers, friends, and to all the people who are watching this video right now. May this new year bring you happiness, success, and all the things that you dream of. May you get all the things that you can't even dream of. 2021 was such a great year. We all did many things, we all achieved many things. I've also created a podcast rewind on how my 2021 was, which you can watch over here. After that video, I got many comments and many people tagged me on Twitter where they were asking me how was I able to be so much productive in the previous year. How was I able to manage my time? How was I able to do so much things parallelly, like having my own business, then creating tutorials for Rave Knowledge, again working as a consultant in a strategy fintech company, helping my dad in my business. So doing all those things and still managing creating YouTube videos and focusing on Twitter, everything. And that's when I realized that many people are willing to work hard, but they just don't know how to utilize their time to the fullest and how to get the most out of it. So I decided to create a video where I will be telling all the things which I follow, which I have tried and tested on me, and which work very nicely and have given me the best possible results out there in increasing my productivity and utilizing my time the best out of it. So there are a few things which are very important in this video. So I advise you to watch this video completely. Okay, so let us get started. Before we move ahead, if you are new to my channel, I would like you to please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss the notification when we upload new videos. So please like, please subscribe to our channel. Waking up early. I know this thing has been stressed before multiple times, but again I'm stressing it because it is important. Waking up early has two major factors in increasing our productivity. The most important factor is that you get extra time. Even if you wake up 1 hour early than your daily routine, you get 30 hours extra in a month. That is 30 extra hours that you get in your hand, which other people utilize in sleeping. So in the fresh atmosphere, your success rate is also extra. So you will get the most outcome from the work that you do in the morning compared to the work you do in the afternoon or in the evening. So please guys, start waking up early. I am not saying to get up at 4 or 4:30 or 5, but at least try to get up at 6 a.m. in the morning. I myself try to get up at 5:30. Sometimes when I'm too much tired, okay, 6:30 is fine, but usually I get up at 6 or 5:36. I get up and start my day. The second most important factor is limiting your decision. Limit your decision making task. I don't know if people have said this before, or you might have or may not have heard this, but everything has a limit. So does our brain. And even making small decision, we are utilizing our brain and utilizing its power, resulting at the end of the day we feeling tired, our brain being tired by making decisions, by making constant decisions. So try to limit the decisions that you make throughout the day. Give main focus to the important decisions in your life. For example, designing the business architecture, planning your goals, assigning tasks to the team, or doing the work that has been assigned to you, or how you should do that work. And instantly skip the decisions that you take regularly but they are kind of useless for us. Example, what color dress or what color shirt, t-shirt you will be wearing, what pant you will be wearing, if you're wearing a jeans, you'll be wearing a denim or a trouser. Okay, what food would you like to eat? I mean, nobody cares how you look or what clothes you are wearing if you are very good at the work that you've been doing. So what I follow the most, I get up, I take whatever shirt or t-shirt or pant comes to my hand without searching. I just wear it. I just go down to my office and just work completely. I don't think on what shirt or t-shirt I should wear, what kind of clothes I should wear, what kind of footwear I should wear, or what people will think about me. So I have most of my brain power accumulated or most of my brain power utilized in making decision which is actually helping me and won't be a kind of a useless decision. So I would suggest you guys also to please limit your decision making task. Now the third part I learned very hard way. I had spent already a lot of time in this, and that is perfection is an illusion. Yes, let me say it again. Perfection is an illusion. So we keep on trying to achieve perfection and we hold off the release and we hold off our work, but we are never going to attain perfection. Just do it, whatever you have, how much ever good or bad it is, just release your product, launch your product, or just submit that work and then slowly iterate it over time period. If you will wait for that perfect time to come, trust me, you will never get it, because no matter what, reaching perfection is not possible. Even today, the softwares that have been built ages ago are still updating, so even they haven't reached perfection. Google is still updating, Apple is still updating, new things come into play, new things have to be included, time changes, so you can never reach perfection. Whatever you have, wherever you are, just release it. I am not saying be in a hurry and just submit the project however it is. Try to make it good, try to make it usable, make it minimum viable project so that at least people can use it. Don't wait for that perfect moment. And most importantly, when you're following this task, after the project or after the task has been done, kindly iterate it over. What is iterating? Whenever you review that task or whenever you change something, make sure you're upscaling it at least by a level 1. So sooner or later you might reach to a closer level to perfection. Again, you will never reach perfection, but at least a closer level to perfection where finding problems will be very difficult. But make sure you don't waste time in that, because what happens, the product that we are building, after some time we feel that it's taking a lot of time and that excitement is lost, we give up on the project. So some things which are doable, do it. Some things which are not doable, ignore it and just move ahead. Break your task in smaller chunks. So when a task is given to you or when you decide a task, if you will just have a huge big task in front of you, you will get bewildered by the task or you will be frightened like, oh my god, how much I have to do, and a lot of time will be wasted in deciding will it be possible, will I be able to do it, will I be able to finish it in given time. Instead of wasting over that or instead of stressing your mind over it, what I do is I straight away break the task in smaller chunks. For example, if I have to build a page, if I have to create an application, I have to create a landing page, I just break it into navigation bar, into the bottom bar or into the body part of the web page, and just break it more into smaller tasks and just complete one task at a time. It helps in achieving goal easily. Also, it relaxes us. We don't have much tension over it, and slowly we are going to do it, and the task gets completed even before you know it. So this is also a very important point to work the best or to get the best out of your tasks. Note it down. Yes, I know you and I, we are very smart people. We can remember all the things, and once a thing gets into our mind, we don't forget it. But I would still advise everyone to note it down. There are two main reasons why. If it is easier to search and easier to find, don't store it in your brain and don't waste that energy over there. Okay. More importantly, in the flow of work, you might forget. Usually, I tend to forget things, and it is common with all of the people. In the flow of work, we tend to forget things. When you get that awesome idea when you're walking or when you're in a general store and you see something, write it down. because chances are very less that you'll be able to recollect it. Yes, if you'll stress hard enough, you will be, but why waste that time? Now, to easier this work, there are two things which I use. One is the Apple Notes application, which is very nice if you own a Mac as well, because when I write a note on the application in a phone, it gets automatically synced to my laptop. See all the content that I have to create, or all the tweets that I have to tweet, or whatever I'm doing, and if a new thought comes in my mind, I straight away remove my phone and I just note it down in the notes application. So whenever I come back to my office or on my laptop, I always have the notes application open and it is to the side of the screen, so I know what all thoughts I have and what I'll have to do. There is one more nice application called as Trello, in where you can have the tasks aligned. So of course I will show you how I have aligned those tasks. I have segregated them according to my work, kind of my Codemy work, my YouTube channel, my Twitter, and as soon as I get some ideas, I just drop them down. So whenever I get time, I can create a video or I can post a tweet onto Twitter. It helps a lot. It saves my time in recollecting things, and it also stops me from forgetting things. Also, use a diary. Yes, taking note on phone is good, but if you have a diary, carry a diary, it might help you. Okay, so these are some of the things. The 50-10 Pomodoro rule. Now what is this rule? The Pomodoro rule is to take a task, set an alarm for 25 minutes, work 25 minutes and take a 5 minutes break. After that, work again for 25 minutes. Now working for 25 minutes is kind of a short span for me, so I have extended this span to 50 minutes. So 25 plus 25 is 50 minutes, and instead of taking a 5 minutes break, I take a 10 minutes break. But make sure when you take a break, you don't leave your workspace. Max what you can do is stretch your body or stretch your neck or extend your fingers and just relax yourself. Okay, but I would advise you not to leave your work area or go somewhere out to take a stroll. The reason I will explain in my next part, which we are coming, the Newton's law. Okay, now we all have been studying Newton's law, and the Newton's law state that a body continues to remain in its state of rest or uniform motion unless and until an external force has been acted upon it. So now this law, when I learned in school, I actually ignored it. I mean, yeah, it's fine. How is it going to help me in my case? Or we say, where am I going to use this law? So whenever I've been working, even you have been observed that when you work, you don't like to take breaks. Like we say that we have that link of working. So we keep on working, and when we take a break, the break extends to a large time. So what happens is we always need an external force to switch our state, whether you are in rest or you are in working state. Now these are the state. So when you are working, you will need that external force to stop your work and go out. Now from working to non-working, the external forces are very much like there is Instagram, then there are family members, you want to take a break, you want to watch a movie, you want to eat something. So there are many external factors aligned to move you from working to a resting part. But there are very less external factors that will impact you or that will push you from the resting part to the working part. Now this is where really motivation works. So whenever you're taking a break or whenever you want to relax, avoid Instagram, avoid social media, avoid having a talk with some people, because then that Newton's law would apply in this negative case as well, that your body will remain in the state of rest unless and until external force is acted upon it. So a lot of time will be wasted because you're working, you will think let's have a 10 minutes break, and that 10 minutes break has been extended to 1 hour, 45 minutes, even 2 hours, or maybe with me things have happened that I've taken a 10 minutes break which later ended up into a complete 1 day break, and I started my work next day itself. So yes, this happens. problem that we people face is that when we come from work, when our daily work is done, from our 9 to 5 job is done or business is done, we just quit. We just don't give extra efforts, and we just go home, we watch some movie, or we just go to sleep, or we just do any other thing except utilizing that time. What we think, I'll just watch one episode of Netflix and do the remaining work, or I'll just have that 5 minutes YouTube video, or I will just go on YouTube for 5 minutes, watch a video and get back to my work. But we all know how that 5 minutes gets converted into 1 hour. So let me summarize this video. First of all, get up early in the morning, because 1 hour daily is equal to 30 hours a month. Limit your decision. Use your brain power only to take important decisions in your life and not useless decisions. Break big tasks in small chunks. Perfection is an illusion. Don't wait for that perfect moment or that perfect release or that perfect product. Just release whatever we have, whatever we are going to do. Note it down. No matter what happens, we have to note it down. Break big tasks in smaller chunks so that it will be easier for us to follow and what we are doing. The 50-10 Pomodoro rule, where we have to work for 50 minutes and take a 10 minutes break, and the Newton's law to success. I hope you guys have liked this video. I have tried and tested all the methods in this, and they have actually worked wonders. So please try to follow them, and you will surely be the most productive person in 2022. Utilize your maximum time in working and building up your career. Okay, so see you in the next video. I will be coming with more topics like this. Okay, bye bye, take care, and again, happy new year.